Afternoon and welcome to the Questioning Center. Today I'm gonna read a older article from 2021. It was my second article that I wrote for the Questioning Center regarding cryptids. And it's about the species of cryptids. And this is a very dated article from what I've learned over the past few years. But I'm just gonna go over what I was thinking during that time when I wrote the story about the cryptids and their species. So I titled this article, quote, "Cryptids have varying appearances, descriptions, and depictions, but do they have species?" End quote. This is from November 2021. And I wrote, have you ever wondered why eyewitnesses report a description of species and or subspecies that other eyewitnesses in the past? For example, Betty and Barney Hill claimed to have been abducted by 3-foot-tall, black, goggled-eyed cryptids while driving down New Hampshire in 1961. Once they returned undergoing hypnosis, they didn't have the strong memories of these cryptids. These cryptids, alien cryptids, have a resemblance to another encounter that happened in Zimbabwe. This was done by the interviewer John Mack, and he interviewed these school children that described these cryptids as having big-eyed and grayish skin. So, two separate encounters where they saw similar looking cryptids that were, 3-foot-tall aliens with goggled eyes, black eyes, and they're very short, and they described them as skinny, pale looking. Now, how could an event that happened in New Hampshire in the United States, where most of these alien encounters happen, be very similar to what happened in Zimbabwe and several years later, and where a whole group of school children have seen the same type of alien species? So that begs the question, does a species of cryptids exist all over the earth where they can travel however they want, whether that be like a teleporter or a spacecraft or magic? It could be anything that they use. My question here is, why are humans all across the world are seeing the same type of species or subspecies of some similar unidentified animal? This concept could have been applied to those witnessing various species of Bigfoot as well, Loch Ness monsters, or otherwise around the world. And as you know, this channel focuses on the Wolfman, werewolf, and dogman encounters. The mainstream media, in conjunction with the government, never took eyewitnesses with any credibility until very recently. If humanity looked outside the environmental terrains that limit study and gather evidence, the scientific community could start list cryptids as a fact. Why are people reporting so many different appearances of aliens, including taller, greener skin ones versus those of more human likeness? So, if you know a little bit about the alien topic, you know that they're, 8-foot-tall, greenish alien species, as opposed to the gray, 3-foot, goggled-eyed aliens. And then you have the Nordic aliens that look like, Caucasian, tall, blue-eyed, human-like aliens. And then you have other aliens that are reptilian, which I don't want to care about. But, that's what eyewitnesses are reporting, so I have to care. And I understand that it's hard to believe these aliens exist, but there's so many things out there that you wouldn't know exist unless you studied it. So, have you ever seen any cryptids that you want to report or research further? If cryptids are discredited as myth or legends, how will this documentation progress? Or will it be left as a myth to, the fairy tales? But yeah, this is the video that I decided to do today. And, it's just a quick video of a not very old, but a 3-year-old article I wrote talking about the subject. And, I've learned so much since then that this article can be, obsolete in a lot of ways than I originally thought it would be. So yeah, thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and stay updated on the cryptid world with the Questioning Center.